Today I'm with Will. We have been with Will before. He's interviewed with me and Brett at the same time. You should go watch that. It got pretty interesting, pretty heated. But anyway, this is a more personal interview with Will. Will, tell people, where are you from?
I'm from Fairfax.
From Fairfax. All right, and like that, we'll use like the election, from the other day as an example. Did they go blue or they go red?
They went blue.
They went blue, and then was that a pretty reliable blue usually?
Yeah.
Pretty reliable Democrat.
Yeah.
Area. But you said you were talking about before this. Your general area, your neighborhood was more conservative.
Right, and that's just because my area, it's like the heart of suburbia. It's just like miles and miles of just houses. But if you go into Vienna and more like urban areas, you'll definitely find a lot more. It's a lot more democratic.
All right, so being slightly, liberal, more liberal. I don't know. How would you describe yourself? To be fair,
Liberal.
Say you're liberal. Okay, so you weren't the norm where you were from. How did you?
No,
you were.
No. Okay. No.
Like, and you at your school. So say for your school, for
Oh, my
example.
school. Yeah. No. Definitely. I was definitely in the minority at my school, but it wasn't like a huge majority.
Okay.
Like conservative majority, but
My point is one wouldn't say that you were following the crowd by being liberal.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, the question is then why would you say what are not three, just naming me a couple big issues you have that you feel not necessarily most pressing, but that bother you the most.
That bother me.
And how you feel about them, and why, if you don't mind.
Definitely taxes, the distribution of wealth.
That's people get so bad that term, the distribution of wealth. And it was really bother people when you talk about it that way. As if it shouldn't. You can't say you want to redistribute wealth.
Yeah. No, I don't understand. I don't know. Trickle down economics or anything being regressive. It doesn't really make sense. It I don't know. Just goes against basic economic principles so that things function better when there's a healthy distribution.
Okay, and that's just you feel that way. Just just kind of how you see it. There's no real backstory to it.
No, not really.
Just as it applies to you, it just seems to make more sense. Okay, that's fair. And then what about another one? We actually go into this government surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it with Brett and how why are you so the NSA, I'd say you're probably more bothered just because of the results, what they've been doing.
Right.
But I'll say the Patriot Act. What about those things bother you?
What about it? I don't know. It's the extent of government, and I don't know. I like having privacy.
Having privacy?
Yeah, I think it was kind of an extreme reaction to 9/11, and I don't know. I think the money we put into everything that has come as a result of it hasn't been worth it in the long run.
Fair enough. And all right, let's say one more issue, just so we can give the people something to listen to.
One more issue. What is another issue?
I don't know. We'll talk about Obamacare with Brett.
Yeah, I like Obamacare.
You like Obamacare? Obviously.
Okay, actually, no, I don't like Obamacare. I don't like what people dislike about Obamacare. I think it's fine. I think. Yeah.
But you don't like it? Would you?
No, I like the idea behind it. I'm not sure. I don't know that much about it.
Oh, okay. Have you been following the rollout in the past a week or two?
What is that?
Well, not the website healthcare.gov opened, and it's the marketplace for insurance plans.
Yeah.
And it opened, and it's not been working. People have.
People
have been.
I have heard
that. Obama, he said back in when he was campaigning for this bill, he had said you'll be able to keep your health insurance if you want to. People haven't been able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been he lied.
People actually haven't been able to do that. Keep
yes.
Their, current plans.
Yes.
Why?
Not necessarily. I'm not. Again, I don't fully understand it either.
Yeah.
But my understanding is basically the insurance plans, the insurance companies, as a result of the bill, are changing up how they run things. So,
Yeah.
so the plans that were previously offered may not be offered anymore.
To low-income families.
I don't know. Right. To
okay.
I haven't researched it. I'm just saying with the criticism that's been going on lately. Do you still feel the bill has a good purpose? Was the question I was originally getting.
I think the idea behind it was fine. I don't know.
So the whole idea of socialized healthcare.
Yeah, no, I think socialized healthcare is great. Yeah. I mean, a lot of countries do it really well.
That's true. I guess someone would argue. Actually, I don't guess one would argue. You've heard the argument. I'm sure that it's just maybe that might be the case, but right now we don't have the money for it.
Right.
How do you respond to that?
I'm not sure. I mean. A lot of it is the issue with there's no tangible cost of healthcare.
That's true.
So like you can't really measure that. It's like up to the insurance companies. Like if you were gonna pay for something yourself, like knee surgery, it could cost like 50,000, 100,000. It's totally like
Mhm.
subjective, and that's probably one of the main issues.
Yeah, one.
Because like the price of we have like the highest price of healthcare
Yeah.
out of everyone, and like I don't know why that is.
Right there. That's your fault, but I guess. So you just like you still like do you feel it right now? I guess my question is, you feel like right now we should be spending the money on it that we are?
Yeah.
So you don't think it's like a with like the deficit we have, you don't see it as an issue?
No.
Also, again, we should move on to that real quick then.
The-
So how would you like reduce the deficit? Like, what would
Reduce
you?
the deficit.
Obviously, you said you like higher tax rates,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
and then you actually referenced expenditure cuts in the with like the Patriot Act.
Yeah.
That'd be like
yeah, to
that wouldn't be that large of a scale. Would you be willing to make
Yeah.
like what would like say you're a congressman, you're a Democrat congressman, you say I want higher taxes, and and the Republicans on the other side say what would you go in return? What would you say? Do you have any ideas?
Cut the military in half.
The military in half, you think?
Yeah.
Literally in half? I don't think the Republicans would like
I
that.
know,
one.
I know.
I don't think Republicans.
Yeah.
I think they'd be like, all right, well then you're gonna have to just.
No, like if
do nothing in return.
they like get pissed off because I want to increase taxes, then I mean, dude.
I guess my question was more: is there any like expenditure cuts outside of Patriot Act? Like do you agree with Republicans on any sort of financial, like something like their economic plans? Do you see like any of like the cuts they have suggested to be reasonable, or any of like the systems they have and suggested to be reasonable?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't agree with increasing the like retirement age or anything to like
Okay.
keep Social Security going, because like no one has even mentioned like payroll tax
Yeah, that's true.
when that would just totally like fix the system.
I guess with the whole, I guess you're talking about like the age at which you could become eligible for Social Security. I think the issue with that is more so that just like that was put into place in that was 1940s.
Yeah. FDR or something.
And 40s,
Progressive
30s, 40s. I was like,
Something.
anyway, it's an old bill. Is the point, and the life, and like the life, how long you're expected to live.
Yeah, people are getting older.
You're getting older, so
Yeah.
it's just like it's more expensive.
Right.
Like, would you agree to like even like a moderate increase to like 70?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. We were talking about this earlier. That's why I'm sure that's why you brought this up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess the other one that we'll talk about this before we end the video, since it was the other idea that I was talking about when we were talking about this earlier, was how would you feel about like if you don't need Social Security by the time you qualify for it, you don't get it. Like it's almost like redistribution of Social Security funds.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
would you support that idea?
Yeah, I do support that.
So long as the person who paid into it, if they suddenly don't have the means anymore to like not need it, it would be freely
So
available.
it should be like you think it should be based off of like
current
yeah.
income, not current income, like currently what you have to live on.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, that angers people just because they see that as taking it away from
Yeah,
them.
no, I
They
do.
into it.
Yeah, I do agree with that though, because like the benefits that come from government transfer payments, they're also regressive. Like it's shown to be regressive.
That's true.
Just because like poor people tend to be Black, Hispanic, and then they don't receive the full benefits because they generally like die younger, they get sick.
That's true.
Yeah, and so it ends up rich white people end up getting
That's true.
the majority of the benefit from those.
Okay, well, that was a good talk, Will. Nice having you on here. Just another addition to the interview list.